All right, guys, it's time for another video. This is going to be probably one of the more fun videos we've done on this build so far, mainly because we are putting in the hydro brake today. So we're going to be doing it the budget way. We're just basically going to cut the brake lines that go to the back brakes, put a T in it, and then bring it up to this guy, and then just cap off the ones that come off the ABS. This is going to be mostly just a track car anyway, so we don't really care to have back brakes when we're driving around. So basically, we're going to rip apart the interior because a little bit of the interior's got to come out in order to put this guy in. We're hopefully going to be putting it somewhere about here, which seems like one of the better placements in my opinion. So we're going to be taking most of this apart to see where we can put that and then go from there. So we're going to pull the seat out, pull the back half of the interior out, and then we're going to go from there. All right, guys, we finally decided where to put it. We're gonna end up having to cut the dash a little bit. So I don't want to do it because I don't want to cry about it. So Jesse's gonna do it, but he's gonna take the seat out first. Then we're gonna cut the dash, cut a little bit of the carpet out so we can actually weld in the bracket for it, and then should be good. So yeah, Jesse, you can do that because I don't want to do it. All right, guys, so we got the seat out and everything. So we're gonna cut it straight down here. And then we're gonna come up here. We're basically gonna follow this line here to cut it here. That way we can mount it here. Alright, guys, so I got the plate all kind of mocked up. I got that bolted through. So all I'm going to do now, so it's permanent, is I'm going to tack all of this on. Just TIG weld it on, and then I might clean up the edges a bit. And then it's ready to go into the car. See how we're going to mock it up. But we're going to tack these on, get that all done 100%, and then we're going to just basically make a bracket off here to weld under the car. So, it's time to tack that all together. Alright, guys, so our GoPro said it was dying, but we did some work. We got the rest of the tabs welded on to this guy. They're not the best welds ever, but I'm not a welder, so I'm happy with it. We got Jesse finishing grinding that stuff away. Yeah. And then hopefully, if Jesse can show you quickly how that's gonna sit.
No, it's not that tough. So
it's gonna sit just like that.
Ideally like that.
So we're gonna get the hydro brake, put it on there, tack that up, and then we're gonna weld that to the car, and then it'll be time for the fun part in brake lines, and then some skiddy boys. So it'll be fun. All right, you want to check that before we go any further?
Ooh,
careful.
yeah, for anything at 2 tacks.
But it's good though, or what?
Oh, that's looking pretty good.
She looks pretty mint, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Alright guys, so I haven't really done a lot of footage just because it's hard and it's just brake lines, but I'll show you guys how to do the brake line inside. But the old brake that comes from the ABS module that used to go to the calipers, we're just going to put a coupling here. Hopefully it works. We don't know. I think it will. And then we're going to put a T in these two that go over to the back brakes, and we're on a single line up here through one of these tubes that were for the old parking brake up into the hydro. So we're going to kind of, we got 3 of us. We're trying to get this done as quick as we can. So I actually messed up 3 of these flares because I don't know what I'm doing. So Riley's going to fix that up. And then we're going to get this all together. Right, right, Riley?
Yeah, got 3 more flares.
Yeah, only 4 more actually.
Oh yeah.
But I'll do the 4th. It's okay. That's how you fix a car. Yeah, just cut the fuel cell or what?
Don't need that.
I mean, we're not gonna talk about it, but somebody dented up my wheel well, my spare wheel thing.
Definitely not Matt.
Yeah, somebody definitely put a not me for sure. Put
that
the jack right there and
Was
just
not Matt whatsoever.
fucked it hard. So,
Do you still have a spare in there?
I think so.
yeah. Why is that gonna be a problem?
I don't think you'll be able to use it.
We'll find out.
Nah,
All right, we're
cut
gonna
that
cut
up,
some
too.
stuff, run some line. We'll be back. You know.
I'm using a drywall knife for this. It's the best I could find to deburr the end of this.
Hey, use what you got.
Alright, I'm gonna go to the vise.
All right, guys. When Riley redoes what I do or finds a better way to block these off, we're gonna go up top and we're gonna finish running this guy. So as you can see, we put a T here. I kind of tie wrapped it in place for now, but it's pretty mint. Doesn't really move. So we just come up straight around here, right into this tube, and then we go up.
How you doing?
Oh, hi, Jess.
How's it going?
Thanks for the help.
Anytime, man.
Whenever Jesse wants to move, you can see our brake line comes right up here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna run it down here underneath the carpet, if we can do that, and we're just gonna sneak it up around here
Yeah, we can
and
fit
loop
it
up and
around
into
here, past
this plug. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna get a light and then see where it goes.
Drive this over to Matt. Matt, camera's there you go, camera's coming. Yeah, never mind. How's it going?
Hey. Yeah, just trying to do this whole flaring thing.
Fun time.
Yeah, you know, use this tool and this tool and that tool, and then put this thing in that hole,
Yep, makes sense,
and then put this in that hole. Honestly, it's kind of weird. A lot of putting things in holes. Let me tighten this fucking thing. I got like no grip on it. Here, Riley, pull that. Teamwork makes the dream work. Yeah. I need a thingy. You put this thing back in the hole after you just put it in the other hole. It's kind of like taking the protection off, you know?
Matt!
What?
You forgot the nut. Now you know you're doing it proper.
You say at that point you're doing it right, right?
You guys are gonna be here all night at this pace.
What do you mean? You can just slide right over it. It's fine.
You still have the cutter in here?
I'm so depressed. I don't have a cutter in here.
You probably threw it.
Alright, there's one right here.
See, this is why you should be doing this, Riley. You love this so much, you should have the honors of doing the last one.
No.
Fuck, now it's gonna be too short. Alright guys, so unfortunately, we are not gonna finish this. It'll be one video for you guys, but for us it's gonna be a couple days. Because the end we need for the actual output on the master cylinder is a different, like, it's a standard size, but it's a long one. And the ones that came in the Amazon kit that I got for the brake line had, like, the fittings are too small. They're not long enough to actually make a proper seal. So I gotta somehow find fittings during this whole thing to finish that up. So once we find that, which will be a second for you guys, but for us it could be a day or two, but we're gonna get that wrapped up. And once that's done, it's gonna be bleeding the whole brakes. Hopefully I can find some brakes to do all around by then. It's coming along. It's almost there. So I'm gonna go find some ends right now. Alright guys, so I didn't film a lot of this, but I ended up getting new brakes for everything. So just new pads and rotors. The fronts are done. So you can see new pads, new rotors, and I figured it's just time just to do it because the car's in the shop and why not do that? So we have one left. So I'll kind of go over if you've never done brakes on BMW like this before. It's pretty easy. So you have this annoying little clip here you just pop out. Usually you need a screwdriver to get it out. So you take this guy out, then you pop these caps off here. And there's a little screw slider that's right there. So you take those out, you pull them out. Sometimes they don't like to come off, they haven't been oiled properly, or lube, sorry. Then there's that, and then there's just this one little Allen right there. So I'm gonna finish this one, and then we get to do the fun part of officially bleeding the system, which we've done a little bit of it, and it's not fun because it's just continuous and it's pretty annoying to be honest. But let's get that done, and then hopefully the brakes work perfect, and we can do some, basically just have some fun with it. So here we go. Alright guys, so we finished bleeding the brakes. We're a little worried about the fronts because they're a little squishy because of our little joint we made in it, which you can kind of see over there. So we're gonna take it for a drive to see how it reacts and see if they're better now. So, but the back, they actually turn out pretty good. We're gonna adjust the hydro just a little bit before we take it for a drive to hopefully be able to lock it up better. And then we'll go from there. Hopefully we can get this thing sliding. So let's see what happens. All right guys, so the hydro's installed, everything's good with it. Now we ran into some issues because the car's not on the road and the tracks are all closed down because of COVID. We actually can't really fully test this out. I'm trying to get the car on the road so I can actually go drive it a little bit before the tracks open up and do a whole bunch of stuff. But it's been a little bit since we actually did this install. Everything's kind of just been pushed back. So I needed to end this video. So just kind of stay tuned, follow along, because we will be getting some drive time in this car soon. There's a couple more videos coming up before I can actually put on the road because I gotta do some tuning with it and a bunch of other stuff to the car before I can actually drive it. So just kind of follow along, and soon enough we will be getting some seat time in this car on the road or on the track. So just like and subscribe, and the next video will be coming soon.